Okay, and we are smoking. Algebra, my algebra class, wonderful children. Okay, and what we want to do is we're going to review a couple of problems we had for homework. Okay, does anybody want to say it to me? Like, give me a problem you want to do. Holly, you said you wanted to do a couple problems. Yeah. You have them already pre-picked out, pre-chosen. Yes.
Choose one.
She's going to choose one. So she's going to do a minute. Does anybody else have a problem with any of the questions, or does anybody have a question at hand? Shall I choose one?
Yes.
Choose one? Okay. Let's see. Let's choose one. It says, write the equality shown by each graph. All right, so what, instead of doing a problem, I'll just make one up. Is that okay? So let's say I have a number line. 0, -4, -3, -2, -1, +1, +2, +3, +4. Why am I saying +2, +3? Why am I putting the plus sign in there? Because they're integers, right? And you got to make sure I'm writing the integers. And integers are essentially vectors, right? I mean, have magnitude and direction. A vector is something that has magnitude and direction. An integer is kind of like a vector, you know, like miles per hour, meters per second, that way. Magnitude and direction, yeah. Okay. So let's say that this is the, okay. What would the inequality be for that? So we just pick a letter. We'll say pick a letter.
B.
B. Oh, I like that. B. Okay. What's the answer? B is what?
Less than 3.
B is less than?
-3.
B is less than -3? Is that right?
Yeah.
Why not less than and equal to?
The circle's not closed.
Because the circle's not closed, okay? Let's do another one. That's 0, +1, +2, +3, +4, +5, and then -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Okay. Let's say this. Say closed, and we'll go like this. All right. Let me write that in a little bit. What would that be? Let's pick a letter between A and Z. Pick a letter. Yes?
X.
X.
And
N. Or X. X is fine. I try to get my students away from X because they like to do that too much. Like you're calculating the temperature in chemistry. People always say X. Well, why don't you say T for temperature? Or if you're calculating the density, say D for density or M for mass. Doesn't that make more sense?
Yeah.
Get away from calling everything X. Okay, we do that a lot. We say X a lot, but try to get away from that. So what would that be? N is what? Yes, Ali.
Greater than or equal to -2.
Greater than or equal to minus what?
-2. No, minus 2.5.
Minus 2.5. That's very good. So pretty straightforward stuff. Yes, pretty straightforward. Let's quit that one. We'll come back and make another video. Yeah, but for instance, let's say just do one more. Let's say I had a graph. Let's say I had a graph. X is less than or equal to 1. Here I am. I said, let's get away from X. And what did I automatically choose? I automatically choose X, right? Don't do what I do, do as I say. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what would it be? Ali?
So 1
close circle,
Yeah, close.
close over what?
Over one.
Over 1. And which way, left?
Left.
Okay, easy? Yeah, we'll come back with the new lesson, all right? Sam? Mrs. Sam. He didn't do his homework. Nobody knows who Sam is, except for Sam.